lost souls in revelry, running wild and running free. Two kids, you and me. I say, hey, 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 living like we're renegades. Hey, 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 living like we're renegades, renegades, renegades. Long live the pioneers, rebels and mutineers. Go forth and have no fear. Come close and let it in. And I say, hey, 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 living like we're renegades. Hey, 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 living like we're renegades. Hey, 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 living like we're renegades, renegades, renegades.
Hello, everybody. Oh, look at that. I got this in reverse order. Give me a second. Remove. Re-add.
Yay!
There we go. All right. So, it looks like we already have a couple comments.
It's just Scott.
Just Scott. All right. Yeah, so Scott, Renegades is probably one of the few songs we can play without being blocked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Russ is awesome. If you guys haven't heard his music before, I recommend listening to it, especially if you go to conventions. That's my little side tangent for the moment. All right, so this is episode 15. Today's episode kind of nicely, I think, titled Lower Decks Inbound. I don't know about you, Jenny, but I'm super excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We will be talking about our homework here in a minute. Oh, for those who don't know, I think you should know by now who I am. I am Vice Admiral J.L. Galloway, Fleet 31 Commanding Officer. And this, of course, is Jenny Hay, our Rear Admiral Jenny Hay, our Deputy Fleet Commander.
Howdy, howdy.
Yep, and, well, if I was to remove the comment, hey, look, there's our title.
Oh my God, our names. They're there. It's
I know, right?
amazing.
How does that work? Just kidding. No, okay, so I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited. This time next
Oh,
week.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Okay, let me rephrase that. This time next week plus
Um,
1 day.
yeah.
Unless you're Michael Lynn, which by the way, Michael, if you ever watch this, I'm very jealous that you got a sneak premiere
Oh,
on the
that's right.
board.
He did. Yeah.
Which I don't understand. How did he get that? I mean, is it just because he does a lot of things in the Trek community? Was it a random pull? Because I've been subscribing to CBS All Access since it first came out, month
Yeah,
after
we
month.
did. Mm-hmm.
You
Us
know,
too.
it's like makes me wonder. It's like, how do you get that access? Because I went back, I looked through all my emails. Even though I'm maybe alpha testing something right now that I cannot really discuss,
See, I'm
you
not even
know,
doing that. I do nothing. I mean, granted, I do have kind of behind the scenes of some Trek stuff. So,
you do.
you know,
I wish we could talk about them, but we can't because they
no.
are behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess our first topic is: are we ready for lower decks? So not a week from today, a week today, so 8 days from today, or
Mm-hmm.
8 days, lower decks will be airing for everybody. I mean, yes, I know technically we have an episode next week, but I think as part two to lower decks being in our preparation for getting ready, we should watch the Star Trek Voyagers episode,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that will push us into everything we can expect and hopefully love. Now, I will say from the start, just from seeing the two cartoons that have came out, do not expect your TNG or do not expect Voyager's lower deck
No.
episodes. Expect, this is coming from the people who created Rick and Morty, or from the same writing team process.
Expect more funny, not so serious, maybe a little crude.
Yeah.
think it as an adult cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. So, but with that said, this isn't a I guess you would call it an animation, not a children's cartoon or an adult cartoon.
Yeah. Excuse me.
We have adult animation and children animation shows coming up. This is actually going to be the first one coming out. We don't know when Star Trek Prodigy is coming out. We just got the name. But with the start of Lower Decks, for all of our fans out there, especially our fleet mates, we have 23 weeks of Star Trek coming up.
I'm so
And we will
excited.
talk. We will talk about that a little. I guess we can talk about it now. I'll just jump ahead. Yes, the reason I say we have 23 weeks, if in case somebody's living under a rock, they haven't got the announcements. Star Trek is said that and they actually have a little mini trailer. I would show it, but I'm afraid, guys, that we would get blocked again, and it's best not to show any CBS
Yeah.
trailers. But in the trailer, they had mentioned that it's 23 straight weeks. So we're not talking like, oh, like 5 or 6 weeks here, take a week off or this. It's my understanding is it's 23 straight weeks. So
That's what they're
10,
advertising in the
yeah,
commercials.
so 10 episodes of Lower Decks and then 13 episodes of Discovery.
Right.
For those who don't know, Star Trek Discovery's release date has been set for October 15th, 2020. We do not know the time yet. But if it's anything like last year's, it'll probably be like what, 7 o'clock at night?
Well, the first year's at 7 o'clock at night, and then last season 1 was they released at 7, like on Eastern or whatever, and then season 2 they did it at midnight, Eastern, I think.
I'm kind of hoping they do it at midnight release again. Because
Yeah.
I would probably, at least for the first episode, I probably won't do it for all of them. But like I did with Star Trek Picard when it first came out, you're looking at a guy who stayed up until midnight, watched it, and then went to bed at 1 o'clock, like
No, I
tired the next
couldn't.
day,
I
but
had to
worth it.
work. I had to work the early morning. So after that, I drove to Fort Worth. It was about an hour and a half drive from me
Hmm.
to our friend Kat's house because she had a Star Trek Picard watching party.
Now, as far as Lower Decks, I don't think I'm going to stay up until midnight if it does have a midnight release.
If
Not
I'm
that,
at work, might as well, but I don't know yet.
but that's what I was saying. I don't know. I may or may not. I have the CBS All Access app on my phone. I might just watch it on my phone and then watch it on the big screen when I get home.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to stay up till midnight though and do that. You
All
know,
depends. I probably will because since my schedule's all whacked out, I'll probably be up at midnight anyway, so might as well watch it.
yeah. So the two shows, Lower Decks comes out first. After 10 weeks of that, we will get Star Trek Discovery. Yes.
Yay! I can't wait to find out more. Like they gave us such a cliffhanger on Discovery
Hmm.
that I can't wait to the next episode. Then
Well, it's not just the
season.
cliffhanger. They also gave us a little hint about something else too.
Yeah.
Remember the episode Calypso,
Mhm.
the short treks, and about how apparently Discovery is waiting for the crew to return, and it's been in slumber for 1,000 years. I don't know
Yeah.
if that means that the ship didn't go through the what do you call that? The what do you call that thing? The event horizon, I guess.
Yeah.
I go through the event horizon, but then why didn't command or ever get a hold of the ship? What happened to it? We know that the artificial intelligence program evolved.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm speculating. I really don't know. I don't have
We
any,
don't know much.
but we do know that Calypso, the main guy actor in it, is also going to be in the third season of Star Trek Discovery. I don't know what role, how big of a role he's going to play. I don't think he's going to be the new captain. I'm kind of hoping
No.
either Saru or it's Michael.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be Saru. I could be wrong on that, but to me it
They
makes sense.
could just
The first
completely change. I mean, this has never been the proper Star Trek. You want to say with the same crew, but they have changed the crew so much,
Mhm.
which is nice, but also kind of annoying because you can't uh get to know the characters very well.
Scott Singer rift, the temporal rift or the
Jennifer
event
Riff, yeah,
rift. Yeah.
I could say that too.
So like I said, we do know that Michael goes through,
Mhm.
and we see her. We know from the trailers, and of course they could be misleading us on purpose. that she arrives first, and she's looking for the Discovery. So we don't know exactly what happens to Discovery. We don't know if they jumped out a little soon. We don't know, like I said, there's a lot of questions we really don't have the answers to at this point. But it is exciting, and like I said, at least for the first episode of Discovery, I'm going to stay up late and watch it. Because, like you, I want to know what happened during that time. Wow, look at us, we already
Exactly.
went on a tangent, and this episode's not even about Star Trek Discovery. That just shows you people how excited we are for both.
And I guess we could have said spoiler alert for people who have not seen Discovery.
No. Hang on. You cannot say it's a spoiler anymore for Star Trek Season 2.
I mean,
This is why. Okay? If it's out on DVD and your fleet commander owns it, see? DVDs.
DVD. What's a DVD?
See? Oh.
DVD. What's a DVD?
I know, right? Everything's digital nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's out on DVD, it's no longer in spoiler territory. With that said, there's one more thing I want to show you real quick. I should have grabbed this earlier. By the way, there's only 7 seasons of this.
Oh, see, okay. Are we going on a tangent again? Because I started watching Game of Thrones, and
I picked them both up at the same time. That's why.
I can't. I tried. It's just too weird and violent and sexual and just not me.
Yeah.
I try so hard because everybody said, "Oh, it's really good. It's really good." I got the 3rd episode in. I'm like, no, this is not good.
From what I understand, and this is just people's speculation at my work, they're saying what made Game of Thrones one is all the sex scenes. You can care less about that. But what made it also different besides that was the fact that it was the first time the guy I guess who created this was reading J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and wanted to what would life be like in a real political world during that time frame. And that's how he got the idea for Game of Thrones. So you take the politics of what would be during that time frame, and then you mix and mash everything together. Apparently, when you do that, you have cousins sleeping with cousins, and you have,
No, just no.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not a big Game of Thrones fan, but my wife is. So this only cost me $40. This cost me $220 for that. Oh, where is it?
Nope.
No, that
Nope.
right there. See that?
Yeah.
Digital. My wife's over here smiling at me right now in the corner. You can't see her. She's like, "You love me."
I mean, well, no, we're not going on a tangent here.
We're not going to go on a tangent, really.
No.
I like you, Jenny.
Last time we're friends.
All right, let's try to reel this back a little. Go back to Lord Dex. Yes, I'm super excited. I went on a tangent talking about Discovery. Discovery led to Game of Thrones somehow. Lord Dex.
Oh,
Really?
I'm ready for Lower Decks.
I did.
Well, we kind of talk.
Go ahead.
Also, we did talk about a lot about it last week, so there's not much more we can talk about. They haven't really showed us much. They showed us they did release like one little scene, and it looked hilarious. So I'm just excited.
And now, for those who may not have seen the scene, it's not a new scene.
No.
All they did is they extended the scene that they showed you in the trailer that we showed you guys last week that they blocked from us. So anybody who's watching live got to see it. If not, I'd recommend just either going to YouTube or going to CBS. Not CBS. Yeah. Not CBS.
Google.com.
StarTrek.com too.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking up Lower Decks and you can see both trailers. Basically, it's the neurotic ensign guy. He's trying to give a captain's log. He's pretending like he's a captain. He's just an ensign hiding in a closet, giving his log report. And then, of course, his drunken friend is in there making fun of him, and she wants to hear the log. And it's a comical scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sets the pace, I think, to show you what kind of series it's going to be. It's going to be fun. It's going to be not taken too seriously. So, and I think this is what Star Trek needs. For too long, we've taken on too many serious stories. We've taken on too many. Um, that's what I mean. It's like, everything is about the end of the world. This, or how does this particular situation tie into Star Trek? It seems like there's always connections, but sometimes I think it'd be nice just to have a fun series where you can just sit back, laugh, light
Yeah.
storytelling. More focusing on comedy. I think this is exactly what Star Trek needed at a time like this. And I don't know much information about Prodigy, but I will kind of go on a side tangent here a little bit. We know that what I know from reading, and again, I'm taking this with a grain of salt because I don't know where the person is crediting their sources from, but allegedly that's going to feature a crew of kids who find a starship, and it's going to be their
I
adventure.
heard something about that.
Again, I'm taking that with a grain of salt, but
mhm.
I don't think it's going to be the top of the line starship. I'm hoping it's not a no birth class.
Maybe there's actually depth between the deck and the top half and the lower
I
half.
don't know. If you look at the Cerritos, going back to our new
Of the
hero
deck.
ship here, I don't know how you'd get to the lower deck.
Nope. There's no way.
One to
I
be
mean, maybe one turbo shaft.
maybe.
One little tiny Jeffrey's tube that you have
Oh,
to
sorry,
crawl
you'd be like,
down.
and they go, "Meow."
You take a slide down. I'm like, that'd
That
be
would be funny.
awesome. That'd
Can
be
you
so
imagine that one
funny.
side you slide down, right? And then the next side you have to climb back up
Like up.
on a ladder. Wow. We're horrible. I think we can probably segue this, like you said, we did discuss this a lot last week,
Mhm.
into last week's homework, which was lower decks. Sorry we didn't tell you guys during the show, and we had to tell you afterwards. But honestly, I kind of forgot all about it when I was talking to Mike. I do apologize, guys. Airlocks. Oh, listen to this guy.
Oh,
Oh, he
oh,
wants us to go out in an airlock
airlock.
all the way down to the bottom.
So you want us to suit up to go out to space and hope that you don't float away to get down to the next level?
Well, you know where the bathroom is, right?
Outside?
No, it's in the lower level.
Oh, is that it? It's in the holodecks. Come on, you saw the commercial. The commercial.
That's just gross, okay? That's just gross. That is just gross. Just
Oh, someone's got to do it.
I know, right?
I mean, also, we talked about this beforehand. We're in like the future. Shouldn't they just like evaporate it or something? Like
Yeah, you would think. But I know one ensign who didn't get to do that. So if he ever goes around complaining that he was the longest 7-year ensign, you can remind him that at least he wasn't a lower decks ensign who had to
mhm.
go clean. That would be funny if somebody would tell that to Garrett Wong. When he complains about being a 7-year ensign, it's like, yeah, but at least you weren't at lower decks cleaning the holodeck. Like, I don't even know the new ensign's name, but I promise
I don't know
I'll
him
memorize
yet.
it. But when we start seeing her, we'll obviously fall in love with the character. We'll memorize
Yeah.
the character's name. But he's like, yeah, at least you weren't her going around cleaning the holodeck.
Oh my gosh.
Something you make the Maquis guys do, right? On the ship.
Yeah.
Or the Equinox crew guys.
Yeah.
When they came aboard. Oh, that would have been a funny episode. Janeway's, Tuvok's like, okay, here's your first day of duty. Go to waste extraction.
That's like the punishment duty, man. Like
Mhm.
you messed up.
That okay. Before we go into TNGs, maybe she did that because in that trailer scene that we did see, so this isn't a spoiler, she did slice into the guy's leg. So maybe she is being punished.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe not. Maybe one scene
Maybe
has
not.
nothing to do
Who
with the other.
knows? It is a trailer. They usually throw in all kinds of random pieces.
Oh, and speaking of trailers and speaking of that, we do not encourage anybody to swing around their batless while they're been drinking Romulan whiskey. All right.
Oh,
I would just
hey,
like to throw that out there.
I have to show you something, but let me pull it up.
Okay.
Scott sent me
A
a
ring?
picture. Yeah. Do you see anything on the end of this hand?
No. I don't see anything
That-
on the stand.
Where is it? He
Sorry,
sent
that
it
was
to
our
me.
one stab for the day. We're good. Our one plug for the day, shall we say?
One plug. Yeah. We'll go back here. Let me go to screen share.
Well, you know how like Matt Damon and Jimmy Kimmel have this whole like pretend feud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scott, you're our pretend feud.
They
So it's
now
a thing
have
now.
Romulan whiskey.
So it's a thing now.
It's a thing now.
Hmm.
And they also have.
2 ounces of bourbon whiskey.
Oh, sorry. I'll go back.
It's okay. 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice, half an ounce of simple syrup, half an ounce of blue. I can't pronounce that.
Curacao.
What
Yeah.
she said. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Garnish
I
with lemon
can.
twist. Serve in a low ball or rocks glass with crushed ice. Huh, nice.
Then they have this. WDIA kit.
Everything you need to do to make.
Look, they even have the character stickers.
Wait a second, and they have the Cerritos in a sticker. You know,
This is from Trek Core, so I may have to go look at Trek Core. He just sent it to me. But
no, I'm just saying.
oops.
Look at that picture though. That's awesome.
Sorry, my finger slipped.
Yeah, because like that actually kind of looks like a Star Trek Online version of the Cerritos. Trek movie tweeted that out. Okay.
Trek Core. It says Trek Core here.
Scott just.
Said Trek movie.
Yeah. God, that's awesome though. Obviously, that was in planning for a while.
Yeah.
You don't just like, oh look, they said Romulan whiskey. We're gonna make this now. They probably. Oh, okay. Now he's saying Trek Core. All right, Scott. We gotta ask: is it Trek Core or Trek movie?
It's Trek Core. I'm on the website. Hold on. I'll reshare it for y'all. I will just make sure I can find it. Screen share.
Nice. I want that cocktails book.
So it's a book.
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Ooh, look at that.
It'd be November 3rd.
Nice. I forgot. I got so excited about showing you this DVD that.
I think I know I'm getting Scott for a belated birthday gift.
There you go. That looks good.
Odo's.
Earl Grey Martini.
Oh, Odo's Chameleon looks good.
And there it is, Nickelodeon Star Trek Prodigy.
Yeah.
Lower Decks.
Fashion. Oh my God! Look at. I love that.
Actually, did you want to hear something interesting? So, speaking of this, season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, one of the scenes on the fourth disc is about building the Enterprise bridge.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of those on CBS All Access.
No, it's not. It won't announce there that it's because they wanted to do Stranger New Things. They did say that for a while they weren't sure if they were going to greenlight the bridge, and they were talking about that. And then they said, yes, we got greenlit, but they wouldn't say why they got greenlit for it. But they talked about it and talked about bringing it up to the nuance of, today's standards and how much they wanted to keep things looking like the original. So, yeah, kind of fun. Speaking of Discovery, so, yeah, I would definitely recommend. Usually I don't recommend buying DVDs, but I am a big fan of Star Trek, and I do believe that Star Trek DVD, it has the gag reels, then it has like a bunch of content in it. Ooh, look at that.
Wait, where's the beginning of this? Okay, let me go back to the very beginning.
No, I want that.
Hold on. Oh, you're not caught up yet. All right, okay.
I'm caught up.
Okay. Yeah, I want this. This is cool.
Is
this uniform?
It looks like a med kit.
It did look like a med kit. Okay, and the next. I want the shirt.
Me too.
And there's the stickers. There's the stickers.
Look at that. Scott, can you send this link in
What?
the chat?
There's a. You get a certified Star Trek lemon for this recipe.
No, it's a USS Cerritos certified lemon.
Oh, excuse me.
It's okay.
I think you get a certified.
Roll out popcorn.
Pop
I
with
would-
solar power. Oh, you like put out in the sun or something?
Well, maybe.
Okay, I
I
want
would
to
have
buy
liked it if
this.
it said punch it. Or rather it said punch it. Oh, look at that. A USS Cerritos shaker.
Shaker.
Martini shaker, yeah.
Oh, I want
That's
this
what I want.
shirt. I want this.
Mhm.
Where can I buy this shirt?
Scott, make it happen.
Look at the stickers
I know, right? Oh.
and the glasses.
All right, Scott, put up the link.
How can I
Look
buy
at
this
that
party
box.
kit? It's a
Look at
party
that
kit.
box. Yeah.
Did I miss? Where can I buy this?
Join us and drink on August 6th. Lower Decks beam down to CBS All Access. Okay.
Yeah, but I want to buy it. Like, how
Alright.
much is it?
Well, I'm going to go look. There it is at blog.trekcore.com. Oh, you guys can see a link on there. If you're actually in the chat, you can go ahead and click on it.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean, I know he showed me these pictures, but I didn't even look at the website, and now I want to buy that. I want to buy that. But does it tell me where I can buy it at?
We all do. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, that's something I guess we'll have to look up online and then talk about it next week. Even though by then it'll probably be too late to order it
Yeah.
in time for the event, of course.
Well, we got people on the inside that can Google for us.
True that.
Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Send a private message with that link. Scott. Hint.
Wink, wink. I can't wink, but wink, wink.
Oh, and then he said something else on Amazon.
Oh, is that where you buy it?
Oh, pre-order for the book. Okay.
Oh.
So
for
if
the
you go to
cocktail book.
Amazon, you can get the cocktail book. It looks like you can pre-order it. Okay.
I wish I can click on a link in our program. Hey, babe, send that link to me.
Yeah, send it to us. Not calling you babe, though.
Sorry, Mr. Scott.
Mr. Scott. There you go. All right, so we kind of keep going back and forth on the whole topic of Lower Decks. So for those who did their homework, I'm sorry, tonight I think we're just on a side tangent. Maybe that's what we should rename this episode. Episode 15, The Side Tangent.
I think we should. Oh, look, he sent it to me.
Oh, he did nice. Hey, look, he sent it to me.
He's a good boyfriend and a good friend.
Yeah, he sent the cocktails. I want the other one too, Scott, if you have a second. So I'll
If he found it, maybe he hasn't found it yet.
I'll put that on my wish list for Amazon.
Oh, okay. Oh, I should go check out your Amazon wish list. I like to do that. Is that a weird tangent?
No.
Is it weird to go to people's wishes just to see what they have?
Nope.
I find some cool stuff that I didn't know that was out there. So
like my son, and right now my wish list has a bunch of Transformer stuff on it.
You should create a separate wish list for him.
I'm just lazy.
I have a wish list for my cat.
All right, so he sent the link. So now we can take a look at it while we talk on the air. Make great radio.
Yeah, that's what we do. We do the best.
Let's see here.
Wait, I gotta go back to that link.
All right, guys, I'm just taking a look, trying to see if I can find some. You can find out more about this book at Hero Collector website, or you can pre-order on Amazon. Okay.
But I don't want to care about the book, baby. You want to know about the party kit.
I care about the book. November 3rd for the Hero Collector.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look at when we're off the air and then try to find it.
The
That's
what? What
all
are you
I'm
looking?
saying. Oh, try to find the kit.
The party kit? Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
because
we can have
otherwise,
put Scott on a mission while we talk.
I'll never get
Oh,
to the
he is
lower
looking for the
decks.
kit.
Otherwise, I'll never get to the lower decks. Chat. All right. So for those who did the homework, we know that lower decks takes place. Um, there's actually two of them, but only one of them was officially called Star Trek Lower Decks.
Mm-hmm.
There was a follow-up episode that a lot of people may not remember, or maybe they do. It's where Jaxa, or is her name Jaxa? I think it was like Ensign Jaxa, went on a secret mission with the Cardassians
Yeah,
to
that's what
try to
episode
bring
I
back somebody.
watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch Lower Decks itself, or
It
was
was
that
Lower
part?
Decks. That was the one that
What?
it was
You're right.
Lower Decks.
You're right. Sorry.
I was like, I just watched it. I did
No,
my
you're
homework
right.
for the
I don't know why I
constellation.
thought those were two separate. I did watch it too.
But the nurse is in a lot of episodes, so maybe you can confuse with
Oh, it's Gawa.
yeah, Gawa, because she's in a lot of episodes.
You're right. I am. And then there's a couple episodes with like Winona Judd, such as Ashley Judd. She's in them
Mm-hmm.
too. That's one person you never see at conventions is Ashley Judd. I've
Yeah,
never seen her at a
I don't
convention.
think I've either.
Speaking of a lower decks character who played off of Wesley, and gave him a little bit of side chat banter going on back and forth. But
Mm-hmm.
so the lower decks, we do understand that they're just like the senior officers, but they like to have fun. But the thing I like about the lower decks we're getting with the anime series one is they're not all like idolizing Commander Riker or
Yeah.
Captain Picard. They're actually real people going through life and knowing that they're just peons or nobodies. And they realize they have to prove themselves, but it doesn't mean they can't have fun along the way.
Right.
We actually got hints from Picard himself saying he used to be a partier back when in his youth. Can you imagine what a younger Picard would have been like?
Just well, he talks.
Yeah, he talks about it, but you never
He talked
see
about. I
it.
remember he going to a bar and
Starting a fight with a Nausicaan?
starting to fight. Yeah, and that's why he has the artificial heart, right? Because he got stabbed. Yeah. I get confused with Cisco because I know Cisco went to a bar and got in a fight too.
There's a difference. Cisco would have won his fight.
No, it was a Vulcan. Remember, it was with the Vulcan.
Saying Cisco would have still won his fight. He's a badass that way. There's actually a thing called the Siege of AR-58, not the episode, but where they talk about how Cisco's the greatest captain, and they basically say, that it's not really appropriate for this show or maybe for some of our younger audiences, but talks about like how he's the best captain, and when he created, when the Borg destroyed his life, what did Picard do? He went and cried to the counselor about it. When the Borg destroyed Cisco's life, what did he do? He went down to the fleet yard, built a ship that was just a pair of guns strapped to an engine, and called it Defiant, shaking his fist at at the Borg. It's stuff like that. I'm making this PG, but it's a lot funnier than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Siege of AR-58 review. It's a YouTuber. He's very funny. And I will say that it's about 15 minutes and you'll laugh all the way through it. It's better than did I ever show you the Venezuelan cutter versus
Yeah, you
the
did. Yeah,
Venezuelan
you talked
Navy
about that.
versus the
Yeah.
versus the ice line cutter. It's a lot better because that one's actually funny. They talk about other things too, like when you're talking about designing a starship bridges. The cat, there should only be one seat in the center, and it's for the captain.
I mean, we are the center seat, so
I know, right? But
we're the center
admirals.
seat, but we have two co-hosts.
But
So
we're admirals. We have our own ships and our own seats. See, I'm in my own seat.
actually, I don't have my own ship. I share a ship with somebody.
No, you don't. You took it over.
Oh, I did. I'll tell Scott that.
If he
Scott,
doesn't
did you
like
know I took over your ship?
And if he doesn't like it, he can go work. He can clean out the holodecks.
Is that going to be the new insult now when it comes out?
Yeah, can you see Scott right now? I can see him right now working in the holodeck. And the Ensign's like, "Isn't this my job, sir?"
Hey, the captain's got to do dirty work too.
I'm surprised he hasn't responded. Oh, delay.
Delay, and he's probably been searching for that kit.
Yeah. Or maybe he's laughing at us like those guys. I can hear him now saying something like those guys.
Probably.
All right. So as far as the episode, yeah, it's just I want to get you guys excited. Lower Decks is coming out in 8 days, so we'll watch Voyager 1 next. I think the Voyager one is probably closer to what we can expect.
I was
from the
thinking,
animated,
yeah.
but not in the same. But it's going to be a lot more darker and a lot more humorous. The animated one will be. And Scott responded, SMH.
Do you know what that means? No? Yes, you just did it. Liar.
Is he shaking his head like this?
Yep. Hey, Scott, you going to give us each $10?
Oh. I like this. I like money.
He'll get watch. I'll get an email later tonight that he sent me $10 in PayPal.
What?
You know, I have a great boyfriend.
Yeah. You haven't been.
Yes. Anyways, tangent. Yeah, we definitely need to change this episode to tangents. Or ADA much, because that's what we are right now.
Well, I think we pretty much got through most of the major topics we wanted to discuss. I don't know how. There is one
And
thing I'd like to talk about.
okay. Oh,
It's
yeah.
a related topic. Have you seen the ship?
I don't play Stove much, so no.
Well, Scott didn't show it to you.
No.
Well, Rise is coming up. It's just in time for the release of Star Trek Lower Decks. And this is the ship. So allegedly, the developers of Star Trek Online worked with a bunch of people on their live stream.
Sorry.
The design they came up with. Can you see it?
Yeah. I kind of like it.
Really?
It's
What is it you like about this?
it's weird.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
It's unique.
Mm,
It's it looks like looks like a giant
Bug.
what's that called? Hold on. Oh my god, what is that called? The thing that flies in the air. Not hovercraft. You driving, you get in trouble with FAA now. Oh my god, what is that called? You fly in the air. Drone.
See, this kind of reminds me of that they took some ideas from the Matrix. These things kind of remind me of those repulsor beams that you see on the side of the ship to detract the robots from attaching on. This whole design right here reminds me of the Jem'Hadar.
Okay, yeah.
See, but the four
This-
drawings that they showed on the air when they were talking about it did not look like this. So I'm kind of curious to see why they gave up on some of the artwork design to come up with this. Because some of the earlier concept artwork was looking like a ship that you see in the water. So then we got this. Granted, this is only an what do you call this? Almost an ortho view, but not a complete ortho view of the ship. So we don't know what the underside looks like. We don't know what the front, or kind of get an idea what the back of the ship looks like, but we don't have a picture of it. But I really don't know. I mean, so are the two things below? Are they four separate? Is this one, and then this is one, and this one, or is this just go all the way through? Because that what that green light represents.
Don't look at me. You have to ask Scott these questions because I don't know about still stuff.
Okay, all we know about this is the Ryzian Weather Control Vessel Tier 6. The Jetblock will be coming out with full stats, and I have no idea when those full stats will come out because, yeah, there's nothing here. What is that ship? Oh, somebody made a comment. It controls the weather. Okay, so there's a couple torpedoes. Wait, Scott.
So he thinks it might go underneath the water.
Well, technically any starship can go under the water.
True.
We actually saw it in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Into Darkness, yeah.
Where the Enterprise was hiding under the water, and then it came out, grabbed Spock from the volcano, and then flew out. When Kirk lost command of his ship. So, because they are watertight and airtight. Yeah. So, STO. My question is that a Ryzian ship? Have you seen other Ryzian ships before?
No, because I really didn't think about them flying.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can.
Because when you think of Ryza and Ryzian, you don't think of them flying.
Pleasure Planet. This was their idea. A luxury cruiser. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it had like this arboretum style thing here. This kind of reminds me of like an ocean liner. It has a couple warp nacelles on it and a couple down here. This is a Ryzian ship. Trying to see if they have anything. I guess it's called the Soraya class. The influence behind the Ryzian luxury cruiser developed extremely obvious. Look at the ship, a strong 20th century Earth cruise liner. So there's that. Trying to see if I can find another one. And then, of course, they have the Ryzian Corvette here. Where's the Corvette? Can you still see this Ryzian Corvette? Did it go away? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you still see the image, or did it go away?
I see it.
Okay. And that's a Ryzian Corvette. So those are the two images that we have. Both of them show kind of like a boat style. Even this one is kind of like a catamaran.
Yeah.
And then,
looks like a giant magnet.
Yeah, it kind of is a catamaran because it has the pylons. It has like the little center area in the middle. The Ryzian was more like a liner, but this new bug ship does not remind me of a Ryzian design. So it's like,
I can kind of see that now.
it's like that's why I'm a little like scratching my head. I'm kind of hoping the other angles make it look more like a ship you see in the ocean, or but in this looks like a catamaran. The other one looks like an ocean liner. But obviously with Star Trek. Yeah. I was kind of glad they didn't give us hints ahead of time about what the ship was like. Oh. Is it still doing that?
Yeah, it still comes going in. I don't know if anybody else hears it or it was just my end. But it sounds like you're talking, and all of a sudden you talk really far away and then talk again, See, fine now, but occasionally it would just kind of change. It's really weird. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now you're different. Yep, you sound different right now. You sound like you're on a crappier headset.
Am I still different?
Now you're back to normal.
What? I lowered my voice for that one.
Anyways,
those are all the main topics I have. I just want
awesome.
to be excited and ready for Lower Decks. That's it. I'm serious. I mean, next week we're going to talk about
Voyager.
We'll try to stay on topic.
But
honestly,
we're not stay on topic.
I'm so excited, and there's so much Star Trek coming out. 23 weeks. That it's really hard. You want to go off.
I can't wait.
4 hours. Oh. Where are you? This way. Over 4 hours of special features.
Ooh. Who buys DVDs nowadays?
So DVDs, they need to make it worth your while.
Yeah.
There's a
Now,
lot.
if I can do it online, psh,
I would love these features to be online, but they won't. They release them on the DVDs, or they might release bits and clips of part,
mhm.
but they won't release the full thing because they want you to buy the DVD. But there are other shows that I like to watch and that I probably will never pick up on DVD. One of them is Warrior Nun. Ever heard of that one?
I heard of them. I haven't watched it yet.
It's not bad. I don't think it's gonna last very long though. I don't mean that to be mean. I mean, the biggest things that the complaints I have about that one is the main star. It seems like a lot of the fans are not accepting of her.
Mm.
It's a couple of the podcast reviews that I've been listening to regarding it. I've been really hating on her, and it's because I don't know why. Maybe it's just the name of the show, but everybody would rather focus on the secondary characters and not the primary character of your show. And when you have that kind of problem, then you have a real issue. I don't think it's gonna last. So basically, the first half of the season, you focus on the primary character and her backstory, and then you have these throwaway characters that after like 4 episodes they're gone.
Mm.
So you build this time, you build them up, and then you deal with them, and then you get to the part where everybody actually wants to know about. The show's called Warrior Nuns. She joins the Warrior Nuns, and so a lot of those characters are better written, and you want to know more about them. Good series. It's a great female strong presence lead. I don't necessarily agree with the reviewers. I don't think what is it? Oh, nice.
Guess what Scott sent me?
Dendel, I see it. Picture with Dendel.
Sorry.
No, but so you have the Warrior Nuns, and they have a pretty good story. It's also a little religious, so I don't know how well that's going to relay over. The whole idea is that you have this warrior nun sect who is fighting the demons. There are demons in the world, and they fight them in secret. And I guess I can say I won't give away too much. I will say that the whole thing is they protect the archangel. Not even really an arch. I don't know if it's an archangel. They protect the angel's halo, and they have a halo bearer, and it's a human. And either they're chosen or the halo chooses you, right?
Mhm.
The nuns are sworn to protect it while they fight the demons of the world. And so you go through this whole journey with them, and then the new halo bearer, who's the main character, it wasn't ready. She wasn't a nun, so they spend these first 4 episodes work on her story arc. And I'm sorry, but when you have a new series like that, you need to work on the characters.
Mhm.
There's just no way around it. And when you have a bunch of people, I've watched a few. 'Cause the first one, I was like, that can't be right. It's like, because I didn't get the same impression when I watched it. And then I started watching a couple other reviews, and they were all saying the same thing. So that has me really concerned that it's probably not going to last another season, if it even makes it to the season. I mean, and that's sad because it has some really good storytelling in it. It has a strong female presence, a great lead. I mean, these are kind of shows I'd like to see more of. Nothing against guys being superheroes, but come on, it's been played to death. But then the other show I did, which is an interesting, I want to say a prequel to the Knights of Camelot, and it's a story that has Arthur in it, but he's not the primary character, but he's one of the main support characters. The story is about a girl who is, for lack of a better sense, she's cursed. She has a sword, and whatever the sword does, it pretty much curses men. And she has to take the sword to Merlin. That's her whole quest in the first season.
Hmm.
And it's her journey how to get to Merlin. But there's a reason why she has to take the sword to Merlin, and the sword is truly cursed. It's what they say. But you meet Arthur, you meet a bunch of the others, that you would naturally meet, but it's not the what is that guy's name? The king before Arthur. I just forgot his name. Why am I forgetting his name? Scott, do you remember? Okay.
Okay for the delay.
Yeah. No, I mean, so the king is there, and and then Arthur takes over at some point. But the first season isn't about that. It's all about this girl and her journey and everything she goes through. In my opinion, it was done a lot better, and I liked the way they did her backstory better. But they didn't. What I mean by that is they didn't focus too heavily on her backstory, but they did pieces here, pieces there, and then move the story along forward. And then when they could, they sprinkled it in. Kind of wish they would have done that on Warrior Nun, because I can kind of see where the other people are going, but it's like at the same time, it's two different writing styles, two different directors. I wish it would have been a little nicer to Warrior Nun. The reviews I've been seeing on Cursed is a lot better, but Cursed just recently came out, so
Yeah, I just saw that on my Netflix. So
I
But-
recommend watching it.
I'm still currently watching Stargate, and I knew. Okay, wow, I'm not gonna say spoiler. It's been out for ages, so sorry.
I just
But
I'm gonna go grab my DVDs of Stargate.
but okay, I've seen this several times, but I still cry every time Daniel Jackson dies. I
Which,
cried.
which time?
Okay, his official time he dies, and he's going off to be with Oma.
Oh, so season 5.
Yeah.
I think it's season 6. I feel sorry for Quinn. You'll meet him in season 6.
Oh no, I'm way past. I'm on season 6. I just watched the episode. What episode did I just watch? I've been watching like constantly. I've seen all of them several times. What episode did I just watch?
Oh.
I get confused because I've seen so many and I forget which one I'm on. Oh my god. I remember watching Smoke and Mirrors. And then I watched the one where he and Harry go to that planet because it's supposed to be a world treasure, and Ashley kind of find out they eat that grass and makes them crazy and thinks they're they're
geez.
trying to kill each other.
Wow.
I think was that the last episode? Okay, now I have to look at my I'm gonna look real quick. Great radio here.
Woohoo! We are on general topics, so it's okay.
Yeah, we can talk what we want. I'm about to watch. No, I don't want to watch it. Pause. It was like start playing. Metamorphosis is the next episode.
okay,
Season 6.
Metamorphosis.
Season 6, episode 16.
Oh, so you already got past Prometheus.
Yeah. Or way
Okay.
past it. I've seen the show many times. So,
Okay.
but the later on, like after I think season 7, I think not 8, 9, 10 are the ones that I don't know as well because I didn't like them as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like the Farscape crew coming over to Stargate?
So I'm forcing myself to watch all of all seasons. Then I'm going to go to Atlantis, and then I'm going to force myself to watch all of Universe because I only seen.
Whoa, wait a second there. You don't force yourself to watch the Universe. You bless yourself to watch the Universe. It is an awesome show.
We already talked about this, but I only seen like half of the first episode, so.
You're wrong. That's all I'm going to say. It's an awesome show.
Well, once I get through Atlantis, I'm going to watch Universe. I mean, what else am I going to do? I can't go anywhere else and do anything, so.
But oh, speaking of Stargate Atlantis, did you see? I think Mike had it out the other day. Somebody actually, they were talking about Atlantis, and there was a deleted bonus scene that they just released.
Really?
And,
well,
I understand why they deleted it in the first.
Uh-oh. Did I freeze or did you freeze?
Place because it dragged out the scene. I freeze.
Okay.
Who froze?
No, you froze.
Okay, so Beckett and that was weird. Yeah, so when Beckett was leaving Atlantis for the second time, to basically join the Peace Corps or the World Corps, something. He was joining some other organization back on Earth. He was talking about that choice and about making a difference in life, and then he was feeling guilty for creating the plague with Michael in the first place, and he just had to leave. It was a nice
Mm.
emotional touch scene. It really showed a more sensitive side of McKay, but they ultimately cut the scene because it dragged out the scene too long. But it's kind of
Well,
nice,
speaking
10 years
of,
later, you see that little extra scene. Now,
mhm.
you can enjoy it, especially if you know what the context behind the scene is.
Speaking of McKay, I didn't realize how early in the Stargate universe
Hmm.
that he actually joined. Like when he was, because he came in because he was a gate specialist.
Well, he was a crowd favorite from the beginning. People liked him in SG1.
I didn't. I mean, he he's okay. I also didn't realize, because I guess I'm older now. I didn't realize how much smartass Jack has been. Like I know he was very, that's him, but I didn't realize it till now how many times he kind of towed off the general, or did all these little
Mhm.
just things. Like, oh my gosh, you're a general and you're doing. I mean, granted, and it's a TV show, but still, I was like, he's not a general. He's oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, like he's like high up there in the ranks, and he's like telling Gemma to kiss it. Just like,
I liked is when he was with the Russians in season 4. He's like, "Yeah, I thought one of us should be prepared."
yeah,
Telling her that she's like, "We're gonna have to jump." He's like, "Yeah, I thought one of us should be prepared."
prepared. Oh,
He's like,
I
"I."
love Stargate.
He's like, "No mention of bravado."
I just didn't realize how much smirky smartass he was.
You know what I like? Speaking of O'Neill, I like how in the later seasons, Daniel started becoming like him.
Mhm. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's some funny scenes. Like you remember, there's an episode they went back in time in 1969.
Mhm.
They have a little. The guys of SU have a little fun with Cameron's character, even though now you know you're not a big fan of it. They're like, "Yeah, we know who your daddy is." And O'Neill was his father. He went back in time.
Yeah.
Why O'Neill took a vested interest in his career? They were totally pulling his leg, but still,
Ugh.
things like that. I mean, that O'Neill, of course, was a part of the joke too. Just
Oh my gosh.
the
I
most
just
inappropriate colonel you could possibly meet, and
mhm.
he gets
But
away with
it's
it because he's so damn good at his job.
yeah. I just I just didn't realize how. I watched it several times. This is my like maybe fourth rewatch of it.
Hey, Jenny,
But
can you read this to me?
do what?
Can you read that for me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would read between the lines. Hold on. Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
For those who can't see it, it says, "I agree with Jay. Universe is awesome."
I'm going to try give it a second chance when I get there.
I think what a lot of people were upset about at the time was when it first came out. It only been a couple years since Battlestar Galactica went off the air, and a lot of people felt it was just a ripoff of Battlestar Galactica because it was a more fast-paced, a darker series.
Mhm.
But I'm sorry, in shows, okay, I'm gonna kind of go on a side tangent here, but in shows, kind of like in musicians, if you do the same music over and over again, you're gonna be like Nickelback, and people are gonna hate you. Linkin Park said it best. When they come out with music, they always have to come out with something new, something fresh, something
Yeah, because you don't want the same thing over and over again. Like,
yeah.
especially when you start watching a lot of movies and stuff, and you go, "Oh, there's a plot line. Oh, I know it's going to happen." You
Well, because
just
like Rush and Eli were not enough for Universe. Dr. McKay sold Atlantis.
yeah,
O'Neill character sold SG1.
yeah.
Those are the two primary characters that everybody gravitated towards. And when I was talking about like McKay, he was stealing some of the thunder and attention. Even in Discovery, they have somebody who plays that kind of Commander Jet Reno. She came
Yeah.
in and stole
Oh
the
my god,
community
I
by
love
heart.
Jet. Oh,
I know, right? Isn't she awesome?
I love her.
But that's what I'm saying. You need those type of characters. Don't
Mhm.
get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with Michael Burnham or Sidney
No,
Kilmer.
but you
She's a
need a
phenomenal actress.
oh, yes. But you need that little smirky, funny,
Yeah,
unique character.
yeah. You need
I
that
mean, look into
character.
what Spock was that character.
Yeah,
No one has met a Vulcan before in a series, TV on TV, and it's just he was a different type of person than just a regular person acting. You know, like I don't explain it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you mean, Scott? Episode 200?
SG1.
Because 300 is
Sarah
320.
Goff 9. I don't get that. Sarah Goff. They go Sarah Goff 9. I was like, that's SG9, not 1. So sorry.
Well, episode 300 was a funny episode with the puppets and Jack O'Neill came back.
300 or 200?
It was 300, but I don't know what 200 is.
I just had it up. So let me see. Will it tell me?
Did you mean episode 300, Scott, or are there a particular reference you want us to talk about in episode 200? Maybe if I knew the episode name, it could help me try to figure out what he's talking about.
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
Stargate
It was
episode.
300. It was episode 3.
Oh,
Okay. Yes. Not a lot of shows get 300 episodes.
nope.
Supernatural
Not a lot of
got it
shows get
too.
10
100.
seasons.
Yeah, 10 seasons.
10 seasons with a lot of episodes in them.
Mhm.
Like you can have 10 seasons.
Yeah. Can't wait. Are you still looking up 200?
No, I stopped.
Okay, good.
I got
All right,
distracted.
I think we're good for the night. I think we talked about everything.
Anybody have any questions for us since we're
Before we
And
go,
of course, tonight I don't have to go to work and we're done early. But Jay has to go to work.
I need to hire a graveyard person. So if you live in the Portland, Oregon area and you'd like to work graveyards 2 days a week, let me know. Just kidding. Let my boss know, not me.
Hey, you never know, you might find somebody.
Yeah, to work 2 graveyards Wednesday and Thursday night.
It's not a bad deal on Wednesday and Thursday. A lot the weekend.
Well, this is one of the words I have a hard time filling. It used to be tied in with 3 swing shift positions, and everybody hated it because you would work 3 days grave, 2 days off. No, 3 days swing, 2 days off, and then 2 days on grave. And then after that, you
Well,
go,
that's rough.
you go back to swing, and then it's just that rotation.
Mm-mm.
We took that away, and now we just made it its own separate position. And then I did some rearranging in the schedules. So now everybody I have one technical relief person. So on my 2 days off, which is the weekend, they work day shift, and then when my swing shift person's off, they work her 2 swing positions. So it's
Work.
easy, but it's 32 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know,
At least you have a set schedule. I mean, most of your crew has a set schedule.
and 3 days off in a row.
Me, this weekend, today. Today is my last day. I had 3 days in a row and I don't know how long. I said, I don't remember the last time I had 3 days off in a row.
Yeah, I can tell you when I had 3 days off in a row was Star Trek Las Vegas last year.
Oh, we would be packing right now. We would be packing right now.
I know, right? Would this have been the weekend we would have gone if COVID?
It's next weekend because it was a little later. It's like the 5th and 6th, whatever. But this is when we start really
but
getting things together. And
but I would have left though on the 1st, I think.
yeah, we were left on whatever that Tuesday was, I think.
I might have left on Friday at night, really late at night. I would have left one of those 2 nights.
I think we were left on like Monday, Sunday, or Monday, probably Monday. But yeah, so basically this would have been the weekend that you would be packing.
Yeah.
And getting your cosplays ready.
Oh,
and
did you check your email? Because apparently Creation sent an update about something.
They talked about an update on a game.
Creation
I got that
Entertainment?
email. Yeah. They said download the new server to Star Trek Fleet Command game. Here's the email.
Are you showing? Oh, yeah, download server to Star Trek. What the?
Yeah.
Why would they be supporting a video game? Yeah, join your fellow Star Trek fans and convention attendees in a new server on the hit mobile game Star Trek Fleet Command. Forge alliances and create an epic armada and dominate the galaxy.
Is it free? Let's find out.
What?
I'm clicking the
Maybe
link.
this is a paid advertisement?
It's free.
No, the game's free. I'm saying maybe it's a paid
Yeah, I know.
advertisement by them.
Oops.
And so they're they're obligated to show it. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like,
It's like, what does that have to do with Star Trek Las Vegas?
oh, you want to talk about emails since we're
Go ahead.
on the randomness?
Go ahead.
I'm a little. I shouldn't be upset. I'm just ticked.
Okay.
So I go and take a nap tonight because I'm planning on staying up late because I got to work tomorrow. So you know, you got to get your body back in it, anyways.
Uh-huh.
So I wake up from my nap, not expecting an email from the cruise saying they have to move our cabin, our room.
Why?
Apparently, not ECP, which ECP is Internet Cruise Protection. They're the one putting on the Star Trek cruise.
Okay.
But Royal Caribbean, or said that they need that room.
What? So a room you've already been paying for.
Well, okay. So let me go back.
They gonna
Since
have to upgrade you?
so let me go back to let me give you a backstory.
Sure.
When we found out they have moved the cruise to 2022
Mhm.
because of COVID, I'm totally fine. Scott and I said, okay, well, we have 15 months to pay it off. So we can go ahead and upgrade to a suite. Or not suite, a balcony room, because we want a balcony room, but we didn't want to pay. But we have basically a year and a half to pay for it. Might
Yeah.
as well go ahead and, that's a lot cheaper than trying to pay for a year.
Yeah.
So Scott and I went ahead and we upgraded to the spacious ocean view balcony.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we emailed them, we just emailed like, hey, upgrade it, and they just randomly put us in a room.
Yeah.
Then it asked what floor. I was like, okay, whatever. And they put us on the floor, which is the 10th floor. Well, kind of find out the 10th floor is typically where the celebs stay at because that's where a lot of the grand suite rooms are. All the suites are. Anyways, like, okay, whatever. We moved on. People can buy the suites if they want to. And so now they said that, oh, they want to move us because Royal wants that room. So now we're going from the 10th floor to the 8th floor.
Is it still a balcony?
It's still a balcony, same exact room, just a different floor.
Mm.
I was kind of like, I understand, like, partially is if you know that the 10th floor is going to be mainly celebs, why did you just block that floor off?
Yeah.
Like, don't let anybody book in those rooms. Because, we all know they want their privacy. We get it. You could just blocked off the 10th floor and tell no one could go in there until maybe closer to sailing time, and then they can have like a special.
See, I think Trekkies are a little different than most fans, though.
Hmm We live.
We're more respectful, I think, of our heroes.
We are.
I would say.
Hmm And they have last year on the cruise, they took the top bar area. They blocked that off, and that's where the celebs can go if they want some peace and quiet. They don't want to be in the room, but they want to be out and about.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to go get drinks or food and be alone,
Yeah.
they can go up there. They had security up there. We saw it because right across from them is the sushi bar,
Mm-hmm.
and we were doing a scavenger hunt, and we had to go up to the sushi bar for one of the scavenger hunts, and then we saw them. It was like security guard standing there watching it, and we left them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs some time alone. All of us need it. So
Exactly.
I don't know what happened. I'm just a little mad that they all of a sudden decided 15 months out.
Yeah.
But also I'm
At
glad
least
because
they're telling
now,
you now and not like a week before the event.
right. But also just 15 months out, they can figure out what's going on and not move us. But
Is it same? Is it the same cost though?
yeah, it's the same cost. It's
Okay.
just a different floor, a different deck.
But the same layout, same
Same, everything's the same
except for the deck. Okay.
except for the deck. And I don't know where we're going to keep because I sent the email. They sent it 7 minutes before 5, and I think they closed down at 5.
Oh wow. So what's in the room? Is it just like a bed and a chair, or does it have like
Yeah,
a small suite?
it's like a bed. I can show you a picture of it.
Sure.
Star Trek, the cruise.
I'm still
It's like
debating.
a long room. It's
Mhm.
gonna look just like a room we had this year, but we're gonna have a balcony instead of a window.
And is the balcony big enough where you and Scott could go outside and enjoy the ocean
Yeah,
with a little
that's
seat?
That's what partly why we wanted, because we wanted to like sit out there in the in the
Watch the
mornings,
sunset.
watch the sunset or sunrise.
Yeah.
Probably the sunset. We're not gonna watch the sunrise. What are you talking about us? We're not. We don't get up. We're partying too hard.
Oh, speaking of sunrise, it's kind of funny. In the Warrior Nun, there's a scene where everybody gets up in the town and they watch the sunrise every morning. There are people who do it. Hollywood actually showed it.
Okay.
Oh, so this is the oh yeah, that's a pretty big couch
So
there.
this is the ocean. This is just hold on. That's just the regular ocean view room,
Hmm.
and then this is our room because it's a spacious ocean view room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a spacious. So we have a nice big bed.
Yeah.
Balcony. It has 2 chairs. So
Nice.
has all kinds of cool stuff.
Twin or queen size bed in your stateroom, luxury bedding, private bath and shower. Private bath with shower, okay. 24-hour room service, round the clock stateroom attendant.
Yeah.
90 turn down service.
Yes. So basically, on a cruise ship, what they do is when you get up and like a hotel, when you get up and you leave, they come clean your room. That's it, right?
Hmm.
There on the mornings, they'll come clean your room, and then at night, like after while you're at dinner and stuff, they'll come turn down your bed, replenish towels you use, and that's usually when they'll make your towel animal,
Oh wow.
and that's usually when you get your like your gifts that you get every year.
Oh okay. Nice.
Or not every year, every day.
I
We
want to
got like
do it, but I don't want to go by myself.
I know. I wish. I mean, you can if you're willing,
No.
you can go on the cruise page, and there's always
No.
people looking for roommates.
Only if I know the person, maybe.
I know. I'm like, people do it. People find random roommates. I was like, I need to
Imagine if
know
you
the
don't
person.
like the person. Then it'd be 8 days of awkwardness or 14 days of awkwardness. Like, hi.
Yeah, sharing the room with somebody. I mean, the beds do separate, so they're 2
Yeah.
twin beds when they put them together, or they can separate them.
Okay.
I mean, we have a couch in our room that pulls out to a bed. Come on, you don't want to share a room with Scott and I?
Scott, are you listening to this?
Oh, opening booking happened today, so if y'all looking about it,
Oh, is it? Do you have
it
a link?
opened up today.
Send me a link because I am actually curious.
It's just StarTrekCruise.com or the StarTrekCruise.com. But I would send you the link. You're welcome.
With that said, I think it's almost time for us to go.
Yeah. Yep. Anybody any questions? Anything?
Yeah. Any last minute questions?
Our
before we go?
our 3 viewers, I'm pretty sure 2 of them are Scott.
The other one's probably me. I think we're good to go for the night.
Yeah.
But I do say, even though we don't have pretty low viewership, one thing I've been noticing is, especially on the metrics, we've been getting a lot of feedback play. Oh, thank you, Scott. You're awesome. He sent me the link.
Oh, I was going to, but I was busy, being a host.
But the metrics do show that people are watching this. So I do appreciate you guys. Even if you can't watch us live, we do appreciate that you guys are actually watching this. We're doing this for our fleet, trying to get you guys going through this whole crisis. It doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. Like when Mike and I were discussing it last week, I'm going to get off here in a second. I never expected that my tenure as your fleet commander would be dealing with a major crisis and epidemic, and how to deal with that, how to get information out, talk about Star Trek, keep people engaged. I'm glad that you guys are at least watching it after the fact.
Yeah, and if you all want to, hit up Jay and I if you want to join us. We'd love to have guests.
Yeah.
If you have a subject you want to talk about, let us know.
Yeah, I would love to have guests.
Yeah, just hit us up.
All I ask is that if you come on, please talk. That's all we ask. I mean, we don't mind people coming on, but you would have to be able to talk with us, engage, not be afraid of talking to the camera. That thing.
Not be afraid to be on camera. Don't worry about your background. Come on, y'all see my lovely background.
Yeah, or your mic. That's all we ask. All right, so I think Jenny, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna
Yep.
check out that cruise myself and probably start making some coffee and start drowning it.
You should take a nap.
Maybe.
All right.
I'm just afraid that I may not be able to get up if I take a nap.
Mm,
Because I don't know about you, but I always feel groggy after taking a nap.
yeah.
So tomorrow when I get home at 12, I'm gonna take a nap for like 4 hours. I'm gonna feel groggy and out of it, but I will be awake and then I'll go to bed at my normal time and I'll feel great.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night.
You too. Thanks, guys. Live long and prosper.